Good morning, welcome back to a brand new video. As you can see, it's an absolutely stunning morning here at Miracle Mountain. Just breathing in that fresh air feels so good. The swallows flying over the lake, diving for bugs and taking them back to their nests for their babies. It's incredible to watch. I can see the fish in the beautifully clear lake. It's honestly such a stunning time of year, but I've been working so hard at Miracle Mountain. You might be able to hear in my throat. I'm not well. I feel very ill, but it's a beautiful day. So I'm gonna get out and spend the time in the sun, working down at my new property, because honestly, I've been neglecting my new property just because I've had to be up here getting everything sorted for the sale of Miracle Mountain, and that has took all of my time. But I'm excited to get down there and get some work done, so I'm going to be bringing you guys along with me. Good morning, Bella. How are you? You look very relaxed in the sun. Everyone's wondering how you're getting on, and the vet said that you had a completely full U-turn, didn't you? And you've fully recovered, you're off your medication. This is looking a bit sorry now, maybe we have to take that off, but you look so cute in it. But yeah, Bella is doing incredible. She's such a strong dog, aren't you? You a strong dog? Yes. The frogs and the fish are incredibly active right now, as are the swallows, as I've mentioned. It feels like everything's just come alive, everything's thriving, and it's beautiful to see. So the first thing to do on today's job is get this tarp off, check all the levels on the excavator, get it fired up, take it down to my new property. So that is exactly what I'm going to do. I've just put a new battery in and now I'm going to fill up the diesel. This takes 19 litres, this excavator, and honestly it's going to feel like pouring money in to the tank, because at the moment in Portugal you're talking over €2 a litre right now, which is absolutely crazy. So all the levels are now checked. I've filled it up with fuel, as you've just seen. Fresh battery. Let's see. That's a good sign. Very good sign. Let's go! We are back in business. The excavator is up and running. Couldn't be more excited about the project I'm about to tackle on my new property. So I'm going to head down there now. It's probably going to be the slowest montage you guys have ever seen, because excavators aren't fast. They're not designed to drive long distances. It's not that far, like a couple of kilometers, so we'll be fine.
Closing my eyes today, dreaming of far away in time, keeps on passing by, and suddenly I realize it's gonna be alright.
Right then, I'll see you guys on next week's video when I make it down there. I'm only joking. I won't be too long, and then we can start this proper fun project.
Cracks under barefoot feet, smell of the salted sea, and I walk for miles and miles.
I have just arrived at my new property. You can see the excavator behind me and probably hear it. But now I need to navigate the track down to the bottom field. If you guys follow along with the videos, you will know that there's a really muddy patch. It's not going to be a problem for the excavator at all. The places I have taken this excavator up the mountain of Miracle Mountain and got it in deep mud, and it just claws its way out, is incredible. So yeah, let's go. Also, how nice are these flowers looking outside my house? They're absolutely beautiful. I am here, I'm in the bottom field, excavator's behind me. I've just parked it in the shade because it's pretty warm today. It's been quite cloudy the last couple of days, but today, pure sunshine. It's absolutely gorgeous. Perfect pond building weather. Let me talk about it. So I've mentioned it before, and obviously I cleared this area with the tractor, so it didn't look like this, because digging through all of this is an absolute pain because it all binds up into the soil, and then you're having to dig all the grass out as well. So the grass is nice and low, perfectly ready for the pond to go in this area here. I know you guys are probably thinking, why are you building a pond for? You need to build your house, because obviously I'm selling Miracle Mountain. I need to move out of there soon, but honestly, I'm not too worried. I'd rather look after my mental health, and honestly, I feel incredibly burnt out right now. I've taken on so much getting Miracle Mountain ready for the sale. I'm absolutely shattered. I can't make proper decisions right now. And it's the perfect time of year to dig this pond, and it's something that I really enjoy. So what I thought is, for my mental health, jump on the excavator, do something that I'm really passionate about. But also, like I mentioned, it is the perfect time of year because the earth is still a little bit soft from the winter, from all the rain that we had. So it's a good time to dig. In the summer, it turns into almost concrete, the ground. But also, there shouldn't be much rain from now on, so it means that if I dig a big hole, it's not just going to fill with water and then you have the disaster of the pond's half filled and you're still digging it, which would be not very easy because I'd have to pump all the water out, and then obviously you get the problem with the bottom of the pond gets a complete mud bath, and maybe you'll end up getting the excavator stuck in there. Don't ask me how I know that could happen, but I've got experience. I've got previous experience of building ponds, and this is my second full pond on this particular excavator, so I'm just very excited about it. I also think it will give me the passion back to actually jump on this project and renovate my new house. And I need to save up some money for the bathroom and the kitchen and all the expensive things like that. So I'm kind of doing stuff that's free. Like, it's not free, but I have the excavator. All I have to do is put fuel in it and grease it. So it's very low cost in the grand scheme of things to actually build a pond. If you had to hire someone, it would cost a lot of money. I already have the equipment, I have the time. Let's do it. Right, first things first, I just went up to grab the UTV so I could bring down some tools I've got my grease gun here, and obviously I've not used the excavator in a long time, and generally before each day give it a little grease. Today obviously it's going to need a little bit more than that because it's been sitting a while, but luckily I've got a nice electric grease gun, and it don't make life too hard. It's pretty simple. While the excavator's warming up, just got a bit of rebar and a hammer, and I'm going to put a stake in the ground roughly where the deepest central part of the pond is going to be, which is probably going to be around this area. It just needs to be rough right now. I'm going to work just slowly sculpting the pond on how I want it.
Show me the light, you flickering darkness. Tell me now how to be strong. I'll stay in the fight though the weight is heavy. Holding my ground with my back to the wall. Flying birds scraping heaven, they are leading me home. They said, show me the light, flickering darkness. Tell me now how to be strong.
I've just done the first testing, and that feels really good. The start of the pond has begun, which is exciting, and the soil, it looks better than I thought it was going to look. It's very compacted. It looks like there could be clay down there, so fingers crossed this holds water, because every person who builds a pond, that's the aim of the game, isn't it, that it holds water. And building a natural pond isn't easy. Putting a liner in, no problem, but a natural pond is what I'm going for. If I have to go down the liner route, then I have to go down the liner route, but I'm hoping that I can build this completely naturally like I did my last one. You're not going to be able to see that very easily, I don't think, but you're going to have to believe me. It is holding shape. It's not crumbly dirt. It's pretty sticky, and that is exactly what I'm after.
My heart enough, my strong enough. I feel it, I'm coming up. My heart enough, my strong enough. I feel it, I'm coming up. Waking up, heart's been in a cage. One becomes the next one gone. Walking out upon the stage, I wanna feel it.
Well, that was a great success. I did run out of water very early on, so I'm incredibly thirsty. I'm looking forward to getting some nice dinner and yeah, big bottle of ice cold water will do me. But the pond digging has begun. Day one is a wrap. I'll be back in the morning. It's really hard to show at this stage, but let me try. So at the moment it looks like a meteor has hit the land, and obviously it's very rough right now, but you might be able to see I've done a really nice gradual slope on the front side of the pond going into the deepest part, which is down there, which is about 4.5, 5 feet deep at the moment, which I'm happy with. And then what I'm planning to do, you can see the shallow bank there. This will all get finessed at the end, but right now I'm just digging dirt out and getting the rough shape. And then this is going to be the deepest part, and then it will gradually come up here, and I'll have a shallower part over this side. So if I do end up putting fish in here, they got a nice deep pool to go in to cool down, and then a nice kind of shallow pool which I can grow water plants and stuff like that up. But yeah, let me get down in it and I'll try and show you what the deal is. Right, so I'm just walking in. You can see how gradual this slope is down to the bottom. And then I still need to dig out some soil right at the bottom, because obviously when you dig in, soil falls back in. So at the end, this will all get scooped out and compacted down nicely. But I just wanted to get the rough shape of what I'm going for. But you can kind of see the height. This is probably the deepest part there. You can kind of see the height with the bank up to probably just under my shoulder height. So yeah, I'm very happy with that. There's going to be a few different levels to this pond. So a nice deep hole where if I do put fish in here, they can hang out and hide. There'll be some structure in there for them to hide behind. And then I'm going to have a sloping gradient from the deep hole to a shallower area where I can grow some plants and stuff like that that filter and help keep the water nice and clean. And the great thing is, all of the dirt that I dug out of there, you can't even really tell where I put it, because there was already a really big drop off just here that's about, I'd say about 6 foot. So I'm just filling that massive trench full of the dirt, and that means I can extend this area and terrace it a little bit. And then eventually, once I'm done, there will be basically, you can see here I've already started, there's going to be a road, so you'll be able to drive all the way around it, and then the pond will sit right in the middle. Bear with me, because I know it's quite hard to imagine right now, but trust me, it's going to be amazing. All the wildlife that are going to be drawn to this area, that are already drawn to this area, it's going to be even more diverse. I've got some really cool ideas that I'm excited to share with you about this project. So I'll catch you tomorrow for day 2. Good morning, day 2 on the pond build. Couldn't be more excited. I had to do loads of admin stuff this morning, so it's just past 11 o'clock now. So I'm hoping that I can achieve a lot today, but honestly, there's so much stuff going on behind the scenes that I have to deal with, emails, letters, and all of that boring admin stuff. So that is taking a lot of time at the moment, and it's very stressful, but look, there's a big hole down there and it's going to make a beautiful pond. So let's get on with it. First things first though, let's get her fueled up, and that should do me for the day. And then I'll have to go into the city and pick up some more fuel. I'm hoping that the fuel prices will have gone down a bit, because they are meant to go down. So I had 1 jerry can of fuel left for the cheaper fuel. Fingers crossed. It's gone back down. I could fill all my vehicles up again, because it gets very expensive. You guys probably understand, you're having to fill up your vehicles and stuff. And you know, I've got the UTV, the truck, the tractor, the excavator, the chainsaws, the wood splitter, the wood chipper. It's a lot. The excavator is on, warming up. I've just greased all of the nipples. That's what they're actually called, grease nipples. So I've done that, and grease is cheap, so I would recommend always greasing all of your vehicles. Obviously if they got hydraulics or yeah, they got grease points on them, grease it, because grease is cheap. If you get a problem, it's not cheap, so it's better to do that as a preventative measure. Anyway, I was just thinking, I didn't get the train autism, or I don't know, the plane autism. I got the digging ponds and lake autism.
I wanna find somebody who wants to settle down the road. Now it started to snow, now the leaves can't break my fall. Jumpstart drew on a bass guitar and it just won't leave it alone. I got a phone like a noose that's ringing in my pocket, it just won't leave me alone. So just gonna leave me alone. So just gonna leave before you see the need to send it back home. I'd rather be fishing on a boat about the size of my palm than to work all day pushing pencils till the break of dawn. Bucket tail swinging on the side of a hook and a fish won't leave it alone. I got a hole in my pocket about the size of Algiers and it just keeps growing and growing. It just keeps growing and growing. It just keeps growing, can't afford to even send me back home. There's an old man saying it takes a lot of effort to cry. Well, you could be strong and happy, the world is on your side. It takes just as much to be out of your mind as it takes just to leave it alone. It takes twice as much to be thrown a fit than it takes just to leave it alone. So just gonna leave it alone. So just gonna leave before you see the need to bring it back home.
Hello, welcome to the golden days. The right place and you're right on time. These moments are the ones you'll save and hold on to for the rest of your life. These here are the golden days. These here are the golden days. From now, lean in and look around. The golden days are happening now. The golden days.
Day 3 on the pond build. It's all coming together. I'm really surprised how quickly this has come together. Obviously, it's my second time doing this. So I learned a lot from the first time of logistics, of where to move the dirt and how to make it super efficient. And it's definitely paid off, because over the last 2 days, I've only actually been on the excavator for like a maximum of 8 hours. So I've done all this in a total of 8 hours. It's probably going to take me about the same time again to finesse everything and laser level it and make sure everything's perfect before I can start actually putting water in there. But super happy with the results so far. Just look at this, guys. It's actually resembling a pond now. You can kind of see the shape that I've gone for with the road all the way around the outside. So it's framed really nicely in this area of the land. Super stoked with it so far. I've actually brought down some spades and some hand tools because I need to rake the sides of the ponds to get all of the little stones and the rough bits off the edges essentially. And look at this. It's not often you get to use this. You have to be a master pond builder to be able to use the wooden rake. Yeah, it's just pond rules and I don't make them. So that was actually really enjoyable. I enjoy doing the kind of finer tuning and getting it looking exactly what I had in my mind. And honestly, it looks, if you took the picture out of my brain and put it here, that's what it looks like. So I'm very, very happy. And I've just eyeballed the dam wall and kind of like the road that goes around it. And I just went around, as you'd seen on the video, and just kind of chipped away at certain areas that I could see by eye were kind of low and high points. And actually it's looking very close, I think. So now the sun has gone in, you'll be able to see, because there's not as much contrast, but look how big this area is now at the back of the pond. So the back of the pond is there, and then I've got all this space, which I don't know if you can see on camera, but that's about 4 meters, and before the land came to there. So I've extended it by that much, which is amazing. It's much more usable space. And this is how the pond is looking. I'm extremely happy with how it looks. I think it's going to be amazing once it's filled with water. And you can see down there, I've got the tripod and the laser level ready to go. Once the light goes down, I can come back and I can do the laser level and spray marks on the actual pond walls, so I can see where the actual low and high points are and kind of predict my water level for the overflow pipe. So right now I need to get in the UTV, go check on Bella, make sure she's all good, and then head to the city, pick up more fuel. I'm absolutely amazed by the fuel consumption in the excavator. I've still got a quarter of fuel left, and yeah, it takes 19 litres, and I haven't even used 19 litres to dig a full pond, which is ridiculous. That's really impressive. So yeah, Kubota U17.3, it's an absolute workhorse, and it does exactly what I need it to do. So right, I will see you once I'm back from the city and we'll do this laser leveling, and I'll bring you guys along. I've just arrived down to the area where the pond is on my new property yet again. And now it's just a waiting game. The sun has just gone down officially. So now it's just, like I said, a waiting game. Let it get a little bit darker until I can actually see the laser. And I picked up some spray paint from my workshop, so I am ready to go. What I'm gonna do is spray a line all the way along the perimeter, so tomorrow or the next time I work on this pond, I know exactly what level I'm at. This will basically represent the water line. And because all of my stuff is in boxes and all over the place between Miracle Mountain and my new property, I couldn't find my laser level, but I reached out to Rob and Mandy, who have their own YouTube channel called Plan It Portugal. So go and check them out. Tell them I sent you and thank them for lending me the laser level so I can get this pond finished. Okay, so it's finally getting dark enough that I can actually see the laser. And can you see that? It wraps all the way around the pond. This is how I did it before, and it's very useful, so I can mark this out. Obviously, it's not that clear for you guys to be able to see yet, but, or maybe you can. You can see, oh, that's a better angle actually. Yeah, you can see the line there. So it's actually pretty good. I've leveled it pretty good by eye. Like, I'm very happy with that. You can see actually just here, this is the kind of only low point. So I can build this back up with the dirt that I've left over there for that particular reason. But yeah, look at that. It's kind of wrapping around nicely. I can get my tin of spray paint, spray it, and then that gives me a guide to work with. The next time I'm down here working on it, I can get it all finished off nicely. Yeah, look, if I come around here, I'm actually gonna jump into the pond and bring you around, because then you can see that low point. So this corner is a little bit lower. Let's say that's the water line. You can see there, it's really nice, pretty level all of the way around, pretty even all the way there. I'm happy with it all the way around, apart from this low point. So what I can do is, if that's the water line, I'll just build that up a little bit using the laser as the guide. And over here, I'm happy with this because there's kind of a flatter area here and quite a bigger area, so the water line will be there, and that is for a reason. I've left that like that because it's a little bit flatter, so I can put stones here, because this is where the water is going to come in from. The stream is just over there by them stones. I piled them all up there. They're going to sit right down here, and the water will be piped in just into this area. So that is absolutely perfect. Right, I'm gonna lose light, so I better get on with it. But yeah, how cool is that? I'm so happy that I managed to pretty much nail it in the first attempt without any laser whatsoever. When you go in off your eye, it's pretty difficult, because obviously this lands on a real steep hill. And then you've got all of these different trees and things that are kind of throwing your brain off to be like, nah, you think, oh, that's level, and then actually it's not. And that's what's happened in that corner. There's lots of kind of brush and trees and whatnot, and it's a little bit tricky, but yeah, I've absolutely smashed that. Time to get spray painting. This is a really fun part for me because you get to actually see where the water lines are going to be, which is pretty cool. Right, that nozzle seems like it's given up. I knew I should have brought a spare nozzle down, but I didn't, hopefully. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, I'm gonna have to run up and get a new nozzle. I just managed to run back to my workshop, get a new nozzle. It's like pitch black almost, I can't really see much, so yeah, let's see if I can get this done quick time. It doesn't need to be perfect, but it is a laser, so it's pretty bang on. I'm looking forward to seeing this in the morning, that's for sure. Freaking lasers, look at that. It's so cool. Wow, I nearly tripped up in the dark there. Obviously this footage is going to be pretty bad, but look at that. You can see the shape of the pond with the laser, and I've just been walking around. I've sprayed the line. I can't really see the line because it's too dark, so hopefully I can see it in the morning. But what I did is all of them stones that I collected earlier, I basically dotted them in each corner and marked a stone. So even if dirt goes over this line, which it will when I start working on it, I've got the stones for kind of pointers of where my level is. But oh, I'm so stoked with that. Seeing water in this is going to be magical. I've just turned the UTV lights on so you can actually see me. Oh, that was actually really fun because you get to see the last couple of days work actually work. Like it actually worked. That is a pond that is gonna hold water. That is what we're going with. And I can't wait to kind of put the piping in so I can actually fill this with water. Obviously there's the one low point in one corner. The rest of it's ready to go. Like it's literally perfect. Just the one low point I need to work on in the next couple of days and get that up to scratch. But it's actually good that the low point is on this side, because this side where I'm standing right now, that is where I'm gonna put the dock. And obviously you want the dock to be able to walk out low to the water, whereas the other side, it's probably about waterline to the actual place where you're gonna stand is about 2 foot up. So this is perfect. I can have the dock right here, and it means the dock will be right across the water. Oh, it's gonna look amazing. I can't wait to bring you guys along for the rest of it. I hope you've enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you on the next one.